afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am meteorologist Liam Kenny, and tonight we have something very important to talk about. We have a major winter storm on our hands, Winter Storm Isaiah. Now, typically when you hear winter storms, you usually think that, all it has is just winter weather. Well, that's not the case with this general storm, because actually the main part of this is actually the severe threat. And all throughout the night, we've been getting several severe warnings. We actually have several tornado warnings. Here's our current lookout. Look at this storm. Let me get out of this tornado warning. But look at this picture. We have storms stretching all the way up near Chicago, all the way down to the southern parts of Texas. So we have a major storm on our hands, and this storm is also followed by two low pressure systems, which we'll get to later. But right now, let's get to the bottom of these tornado warnings. Let me zoom out. We currently have 3 tornado warnings. One of them I am not going to be able to show you because it's in the middle of 2 thunderstorm warnings. But let's zoom in on these tornado warnings very, very closely and just show you where they are. So this one is a tornado warning. And this one says at 3:12 p.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Eldon, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. And this tornado is radar indicated. So if you are near Eldon, get to the lowest floor of your house, into a closet or a bathroom, most interior room in your house, seek shelter immediately. Once again, a tornado warning. And this was at 3:12 p.m. Let's go to our next one, a little bit southwest of that. This one also says at 2:51 p.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm was with very strong low-level rotation that could produce a tornado at any time. Once again, a severe thunderstorm that had very strong low-level rotation. Obviously, you have to have 2 different air patterns in the atmosphere to create the rotation. That's what's created a tornado. This is over Arrowhead State Park, and this is moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. That is a very fast moving storm. We have several thunderstorm warnings. I'm not really going to get too deep into those, but once again, just a big picture of what we are currently watching, a very strong severe threat that we are currently watching into the overnight hours of tonight, going into all day tomorrow. This is going to be a very bad storm. Once again, look all the way up into the middle parts of Wisconsin, all the way down into the southern parts of Texas. And as this continues to grow stronger, it will continue to move into the northeast. So anywhere in this area you guys have a very good chance, or a very likely chance, of seeing a tornado. We actually have torcons of 7. Which means that that's a 70% chance of seeing a tornado within a 50-mile radius. I'll get a little bit deeper into what a torcon means in just a little bit. But that's the end of this video. Next video, I want to show you I want to get into deeper about these severe thunderstorm warnings and show you the local radar presented by the Weather Channel. Stay tuned for that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just a few seconds ago, I was showing you a really cool website called Tornado HQ, where we were currently looking at the current severe thunderstorm warnings and also the few tornado warnings that were out excuse me, in southeastern Oklahoma and the northeastern parts of Texas. But now I kind of want to get to the wintry part of this. So now what I really do want to show you is that this is all because of a very strong low pressure system that is currently right up here. This is the center of circulation that is right here. What we currently have right now is that where all this rain is, this is a very strong warm front that is going to be represented by these red triangles. Now, there's also a cold front on the back of this, and which is why we're getting tons of wintry weather, ice, snow, wintry mix. And that is because there's a very strong cold front on the back of this system that is represented by these blue domes that I'm drawing. So that is why we have several snow showers in and around Des Moines, Iowa. Oops, I don't know why that is. Oh, let me get that off my computer. There we go. Cedar Rapids, it looks like you're in a wintry mix right now. But all of this snow will continue to move off into the northeast towards Milwaukee. Chicago, you will possibly get around 3 to 5 inches of rain. The snow really shouldn't start until the early morning hours of tomorrow. Just through tonight, we should possibly have some heavier rain possibly at times, and then also some mixing, but we really shouldn't get into the snowy parts until very early tomorrow morning, around like 2 or 3 a.m., possibly into around 7 or 8 o'clock when you wake up to go to work or whatever you do in the mornings on Saturday. Once again, this will all continue to move off into the northeast, and it will continue to get stronger because actually on the bottom of this, where I was showing you all those tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings, we have another low pressure system, and that's why this storm, Winter Storm Isaiah, is so strong, is because it is 2 different low pressure systems colliding into one. So that's why you have all of this up in the north, and then as I zoom down south, that's why you have all of these. Look at all these really heavy rain bands. Those are what are causing those severe thunderstorm warnings and also the tornado warnings. And once again, as I just said, this will all continue to move off into the north and east. We really shouldn't have too much rainfall, but we could have very heavy rainfall at times. So that is all I have for this video. In the next video, I really want to get in depth on the dejection pattern of this, and then also the torcons, which I will just explain to you in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, just a few seconds ago we were currently watching the Weather Channel radar, and I was able to show you how the two different fronts that we're currently watching are affecting whether or not we're getting rain or snow in the upper Midwest. Now I kind of want to get really in depth with this winter storm. But first of all, I really want to go into the weekend forecast. So we really don't have a really nice weekend up ahead of us. We will really have a lot of rain. On Saturday, the forecast is for afternoon showers, a 30% chance with the high being 72 degrees and the low being 64. Basically, Sunday is basically the same. A 50% chance of scattered thunderstorms every single day with the high being 70 and the low being 63. So overall, not a very nice weekend to be outside. But I really want to get in depth with Winter Storm Isaiah. As you can see, I did change up this graphic a little bit. Usually it's just snowing, but I did put a thunderstorm logo on the right side of it because just of the amount of the just because of the severity level that we currently have with this storm. So this is the current setup. As of December, we're currently watching two low pressure systems, one in the upper Midwest and one down there, right around like where those tornado warnings are. I showed you a few minutes ago. But as I said, we have all east. This low pressure system is all going to be in the rain because of that warm front, and then on the back of that, because of that cold front, several inches of snow. So here is the jet stream pattern. We have tons of abundant moisture streaming up from the Gulf of Mexico, and that is why these severe storms that are currently producing those severe thunderstorm warnings and also those tornado warnings. That's why they're getting so severe, is because all this moisture that is streaming north. Out of this Gulf of Mexico. So and then we have another system coming down that is going to bring a very strong cold front, because look at this trough coming all the way down north, bringing several amounts of cold air masses down into the southern part of the country. Here's our severe threat. Once again, look at this huge line of severe thunderstorms. Now look at this. I love this. This morning when I checked it, it was just around Shreveport. Now it's going into Dallas, Texas, Little Rock, Arkansas, Shreveport, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi. You're not in the extreme part, but you are in the possible or likely area. So anywhere in that purple area is going to be a very, very, very likely chance of seeing severe weather Friday into Friday night. Anywhere in that darker red, we're going to be seeing the likely, and then anywhere in that light red is where it's possible. So now once again, I was talking about torcons earlier, and I really want to explain to you what torcons are. So say, let me just do a little drawing here. So say right here, this is Alabama, Georgia right here, just where like that low pressure, just like where that low is. Say that's Alabama, Georgia. So now say Alabama, Georgia has a torcon of 4, okay? All that means is that that Atlanta, Georgia has a 40% chance out of 100 of seeing a tornado within a 50-mile radius. So just say this circle is 50 miles anywhere in any direction away from Atlanta, Georgia. That's the area, this area right here. That's where we have that 40% chance of seeing a tornado. So a torcon was actually invented by Dr. Greg Forbes. He's a severe weather expert at the Weather Channel. But once again, that is a 70% chance of seeing a tornado in northern Alabama within a 50-mile radius. Now that's not the only torcon we have. We have another torcon of 5, and that includes all of Arkansas and the far western parts of Tennessee. Now with this system, we will have several inches of rain. Anywhere like that yellow area, that's 3 to 5 inches of rain. Anywhere like that darker green, that's anywhere from 1 to 2 to 3. And then anywhere like in this light green, that's 1 to 2. But back on the snowy side, anywhere in that purple, we could be getting up to around 8 to 12 inches of snow. This is a very strong storm that is going to be streaming so many storms, all the way, once again, from Houston all the way up into the northeast, into the Midwest, states like Michigan and also New York. Well, this is a very strong system, and I want to show you this real fast. Look at that. You see that pink? That is 18 to 24 inches. That is 2 feet of snow. Could you imagine walking out your door tomorrow morning and waking up to where your car is completely covered? You can't get to work because you got to get that snow plow out and plow all of that snow out. That is how much snow is going to be in the western parts of Maine. 18 to 24 inches of snow. Holy crap, that is a lot of snow. Well, that is all I have for you tonight, folks. One thing I cannot stress enough is that if you are in those tornado warnings, please take those seriously. Get to the lowest floor of your house, most interior room in your house. Stay there until the warning has expired. Make sure that your phones are charged completely tonight. Make sure that your ringer's on, your volume is up, so that way, if you get any emergency alerts, so that way you can immediately be notified. Once again, please take these seriously. I cannot stress it enough. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you stay safe this weekend.